The Buffalo Bills got a job opening. Oh, we can't play that. They hired their coach at midnight. Midnight. What? A few minutes after the national championship game, they have hired the defensive coordinator and former head coach of the New York Jets, Robert Saleh. And hey, them boys say, look here, we ain't playing no games. We know who we want. We know who we want. And we're not letting the Buffalo Bills take what we got. The Buffalo Bills job came open earlier today, and I think that made everybody immediately start, hey, get who you gonna get, because that's a hot job. That is a hot job. So and I looked at Sticks, what's good? Virginia, yeah, hey, it's popping out. I might as well grab it. I'm up. So I looked at Coach Saleh record at the Jets. Now he was trash the first year, but uh the next 2 years, 2 or 3 years, he was good. He won 7 games with the Jets. That's amazing. So to me, and then the next year you got rid of him when he was 2 and 3. You ain't even let him get cooking. Uh, I don't even think they let the man make it to the bye week. So Robert, your last head coaching job was the Jets, and that was 24 season. 25, you the defensive coordinator for the 49ers. They went far, and you did a lot with a lot of injuries to the 49ers. How I know, I was, researching y'all when y'all got ready to play Colorado. Not Colorado, Cleveland. And then my barber, he rocked with the 49ers. So it made me check up on him and just, hear everything about him. So he did a lot with a defense that had a lot of injuries. So, hey, Tennessee, you got your guy. You got your franchise QB. And Tennessee, I don't know if y'all media and fans act the way that I done seen other people act, but yes, you have your head coach now. Lock in. Let's get to this draft. Well, before the draft, let's get to these free agents that you could get. Let's get to the free agents you could get. Let's build your coaching staff. What coaches will he hire now? Who gonna be his offensive coordinator? Is he gonna call the defensive coordinator? Is he gonna call it at the defense coordinator spot? I'm just ready to see how this thing go. How will it play out in Tennessee? And will they get the O-line right? I know they got a running back. I know they got some wideouts. Will they get the O-line right? I know their defense was playing ball. So can he get that O-line right where Cam Ward can hand it off and the running backs doing what they do all season long? And then Cole said they don't have no wide receivers. So, okay, O-line wide receivers. Get that right. Can Robert have a good year? Now, you seen Mike left Tennessee and went to the Patriots and balled out. Hopefully, Robert made a good choice because you only get a couple options at the head coaching spot. You can pull off 2 opportunities, at least based on the past. Based on the past, you could pull off 2 good opportunities. And if you win a Super Bowl, you can get a few more. Maybe 3 to 4. But just a normal guy that get your head coaching job, you might get it with a trash team. So they say, give you some grace. I bring you back. I hope what he saw on film at Tennessee, he liked what he seen. Well, he had to because he took the job. And let me see, did the 49ers play Tennessee? Because if he took Tennessee, the only way I'm taking the job is I gotta like that roster. All right, let's see. Did he play Tennessee? Did the 49ers play Tennessee? And no, they did not. But he saw teams that played them. He did see teams that played them. So maybe like what he saw on film. I want to say he played Cleveland right after. No. He went in before Cleveland. He played them before. So yeah, Robert, you got the Titans. You on the clock. You better get the right free agents to build whatever you need to build. The wide receivers, the O line, whatever pieces you missing. Getting that free agency, you better get them. And then when that draft come, you better get them because you on the clock, man. You on the clock, and you gotta win. You got the Jets tag on you, but they and you produce to me with the Jets. You could pull out 7 wins with the Jets 2 years in a row. 2 or 3, but I think 2. That's pretty good. The Jets always like they don't get hot like that. So I don't even charge that to you. You got a franchise quarterback, so you don't got to go get one. Wide receivers, O line, let's get it. Stinks, what's had the keys? Hey, 329, Virginia. Yeah, I was up. I was about to call it a night, but I was up, so I say let me get it. Miss Beverly, what's good? Brock, what's happening? Cole, you said Saleh basically in the same situation as when he coached the Jets, decent defense, but no offense. Well, hopefully he learned his lesson. Cause so that means he got to go all out offense. Get your offense right. Let Cam Ward do what he do, but have enough defense to hold on. I know that number 98. Who was his number 98? I liked him. He was number 98 was causing problems, boy. Hold on, let me see who number 98 was. Jeffrey Simmons. Boy, that boy nice. Jeffrey Simmons is him. That boy out of Mississippi State, 6'4", 305. Yeah, that boy went first round in 2019. That boy playing lights out. That boy playing lights out. Appreciate it. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Miss Barb, appreciate it. Miss Deborah, appreciate that. Yeah, hey, Jay Nicole, you say they played them, Jeffrey Simmons had a touchdown in that game versus 49ers. Ooh. And them boys, hey, that dude good. And that's exactly what I was talking about. That boy good. Christian, you said, here's to another 3 and 14. You think they going to be that sorry? So you don't like the hire. Why? Tell me why you don't like it. I think on his second go-round, he could shake something. Possibly. Ty, what's good? Jay Nicole, you said, I thought they were going to hire Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy will be a good hire for somebody. He will be a good hire for somebody. Dog, this crazy, y'all. I didn't even know they'll announce a hire this late at night. But I guess because you coming off the national championship, you can do it. But Coach Saleh, you got your hands full. Got to get that old line right. You got to rock and roll. Vet, what's happening? Yeah, I was already up from the championship game, national championship. You know, Indiana pulled it off. I say, okay, let me call it a night. And I stroll. I say, whoa, Robert Saleh got the job? Well, let me slide on and holler at y'all. Jay Nicole, you say, now what Cleveland going to do? Well, you got Sean McDermott out there. Can we pull him in? Or are we going to go with Grant? Grant supposed to be the guy. We still got to get the Rooney Rule hit. And it looked like we won't be able to get the Rooney Rule hit until maybe next Monday. So, hey, Cleveland not going to hire nobody until next Monday or next Tuesday, Wednesday. They might hire Grant Udinski. They could hire Jim, the defensive coordinator. I just don't know what guy want to come in and say, okay, I'm gonna be your offensive coordinator and let you roll call it. Antonio, you say he get the old line and wide receivers to tighten up, be okay. That's how I feel about it too. So get that old line rolling, get the wide receivers ready, and let Cam let it wheel. And you know Cam be throwing Cam will throw that ball like this, like that, like yeah. So Cam gonna get it. Cam gonna get it. Jalen Cole, you don't want Jim to be the defense coordinator, turn into the head coach. Well, they say history doesn't show love to a hire that is within. So you don't want to hire that's within. You want to hire from the outside. Grant Udisky could be the guy. Um, Nate for the Rams, the passing game coordinator, could be the guy. Um, it's not them two really to me. And then Jim. Cole, you say you like Nate for the Rams, OC. But does he want to leave the Rams just to be the OC? When he could stay up a Sean McVay and you getting love. That's if they give it to Jim. And that's if Nate will want to become to be the offensive coordinator or even Jim. Not Jim, Grant. I don't know if they'll want to do it. Antonio, you said Brian Flores. We haven't, I don't even think we offer him an interview. Antonio, you said Cam got a year under his belt now. He won't make the same. He shouldn't. He shouldn't. I seen him tonight with his quarterback coach, so I already know they locked in. Excuse me. And then his quarterback coach said he's gonna be training people in Tampa. So we finna see how it go. Kevin, you say Carson Beck going through it right now. Yeah, but then his mind, sit on it for a day or two. Then he got to start getting ready for the NFL. Brock, you said Cleveland does this to themselves. They never had a black QB1 first round as well. A black head coach. Well, I think they had a black head coach in when they came. Yeah, they had one before. They done had one before. They might have had two. They might have had two before. Cole, you said he's likely get a Super Bowl and move on. Who that? Robert? Who? Who will likely get a Super Bowl? Y'all, I just know right now, man, the NFL, hey, they do what they want. I think it's 6 jobs left now. Because it's 10 in total. The Giants, Atlanta, Dolphins, and the Titans. Yeah, so it's 6 left. Yeah, Hugh Jackson. And it was another coach. That was a brother. Man, you say all these openings in the NFL, this would have been the perfect time for Coach Prime to slide on over. It would have been if he would have came the year Shador came. Or if they would have been hot this year and he balled. But without him being hot, it make it hard. Cole, you said Nate. Oh, okay. Brock, you said at the same time, the QB and coach. Well, when they had the head coach, that was on the head coach. That was on him. Now, when you ain't got the head coach, it is what it is. Antonio, you say, I'm ready to see what Atlanta gonna look like. Me too. I look. Me too. For some reason, I just want to see what Atlanta do. Atlanta might ball. He got some pieces now. Woo. You say who you think the OC gonna be? Robert does have McDaniels connections. McDaniels, they say he is a genius at that offensive coordinator spot. So if he get Mike McDaniels and Cam Ward out there, let it rip, well, they'll have some. But he might go with one that he already know. And I don't know who it is. Just girl, that's who you want him to get, TP. You say I want 12 to get that Caleb treatment. I need a coach like that too where he gonna ball. Bet you said Kevin gonna come out of there, come out of all-season practice and see his rising. They might let it slide. Brock, you said Atlanta look like one leg. Yes. If he bring that special teams coach, which I think he is, that's gonna be wild. Because that special team coach was whack. Kevin, you say it's hard. It'll be hard for Prime to slide out. Yes. That 3-9 was tough. But they let Kevin slide with what, 4 wins or 5? So it can be done. Can be done. But yeah, Coach Prime would have need to win. Yeah, Romeo Cromwell, Cromwell, however you say it. Yeah, Romeo, that was him. That was him. Cromwell. That was him. He should have took DG. Nah, they ain't letting him bring DG over. They ain't letting him bring DG. But yeah, y'all, I just wanted to come and holler at y'all and let y'all know, hey, the Titans got their coach. The Dolphins got their coach too. Let's see how these next 6 go. And will Sean for the Bills take another job? But hey, holla at y'all, holla at y'all, holla at